Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to give this Lynks 12 its first cleaning at 10,000 rounds. So since I bought this gun, I put 10,000 rounds on it and never cleaned it. This is basically an AK-47 shotgun. I love this gun, it's a great gun. Shoots very well. Okay, so despite the fact that it's never been cleaned, the gun is very smooth, okay? This is the first gun that I initially bought, the first Lynks 12, and I think I did a review on this at about 3,000 rounds, and I like this gun so much that I bought that one, and now I wish I had bought a third one because of the whole coronavirus business, all the prices have gone up. But these are really awesome shotguns. I mean, this is a great gun. But the reason why I'm really cleaning this is because I wanted to open up the gun and inspect it. And since I'm going to open up and inspect it, just look for wear, I figure it's a good opportunity to clean the gun. A lot of times people say, why don't I clean my guns more often? And the honest truth is just because I'm busy. I'm a full-time gun instructor. I do a lot of traveling around to train people. And the fact of the matter is, I get paid to train people. I don't get paid to clean guns. So if I don't need to clean them, I'm not going to clean them. So gun cycles very well. I mean, you can see that gun is dirty. I mean, I'm cleaning this gun instead of that gun because this one I cleaned at about 5,000 rounds. I looked at it. This one's gone the full 10,000. So I wanted to take a look at this gun, inspect it, and also since it's a gray bolt, we'll be able to see the dirt a little bit more clearly on it. Okay, so here's my recoil spring. Yucky, yucky, yucky. There's my bolt. That's a dirty bolt. And just looking at it, I really don't see. Alright, so how are we going to clean this gun? There's so much grime on it. Well, it's pretty, about 90 degrees today. So if I get the gun wet, it's not going to matter too much. Just got to leave it in the sun for a little bit. And it is going to dry. And it's going to dry pretty quickly in the sun in this heat. So this is a quick, easy way to get the bulk of the dirt out of there. You see this coming off on my hand. We'll leave the frying pan, get underneath it. Alright, so that cuts down on a lot of work. And given that the gun was working fine, as dirty as it was, I mean, I really don't have to get too crazy with the cleaning. I mean, even how dirty it was, it's going to work a lot better now that it's been cleaned. I guess you can, I see stuff coming out of the gas tube. Let's spray this again. So that's pretty clean. Leave that in the sun for a bit. Spray myself in the face. But you know what? It's a hot day. I really don't mind getting wet. So this is part of the reason why I kind of waited until the summertime to clean this. Okay, so it is interesting. On the recoil spring, there's a rubber back here that they have as a cushioner, and I can see that this is getting chewed up. So I'm gonna have to contact SDS about getting a replacement for that. So that rubber is getting pretty beat up. So a lot of people question the necessity for this piece of rubber over here, and yeah, I kind of guess it's important because if that wasn't there, then something else would be getting hit. clean this bolt carrier. This thing's freaking filthy. And even with the spraying, this stuff is not coming loose. Spray this shit down a little bit. Let's get this bolt out of there. Now, like I said, I've been shooting this, all 10,000 rounds are basically birdshot. So if you're shooting buckshot or slugs, obviously that's going to wear the gun down a lot faster. Now, for you guys that haven't seen my earlier videos, I have two Sega 12s that each went about 30,000 rounds before I had to retire them. And the thing that went bad on the Sega 12 is right here, where the bolt and the piston connect. On the Sega 12, they use the traditional AK style of running a pin through there, and then basically that got beat to crap and it started cracking, and that's where the weak point was of the Sega 12. This here is one solid piece from here to here. The connection that I see over here, the pin is actually back here. Okay, so this is so whereas the with the Sega 12 they run the pin up here, on the Lynks 12 they run the pin back here. I can see the pinhole back here. So I'm guessing that this is a much better design, because I mean there's no movement, you know, on this. With the Sega 12 I could see that, you know, there was a little bit of movement on those, you know, even when they were just like brand new. A little bit more. So this Lynks 12 is definitely an improvement upon the earlier Repper 12 and Sega 12 designs. Although I've never shot a Repper 12, I hear those are very good guns. Although I suspect it's probably not as strong as this Lynks 12, just because, you know, when these guys that built this gun had a lot more history to go by and improve upon. Okay, so now that this thing's actually clean and I can actually see it, I'm looking at it. I mean, this thing looks like it's brand new. Looking at the rails here, there's absolutely no wear at all on this. Over here where the, you know, this is that little groove that turns the bolt. No wear on that. No wear on the piston. I mean, this thing is brand new. I mean, if you know, other than it's dirty, if you put this side by side with a brand new one, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference. Let's look at the bolt. Bolt a little bit. So there's my bolt. Face looks smooth. The ejector, I don't see any chips, because that ejector does a lot of. I mean, the extractor. That extractor over here does a lot of work as far as pulling out the cases. I don't see any wear on that, and that's really great, because I bought a Palmetto PX9, and that extractor claw broke at about like 1,500 rounds. So yeah, that's something I pay. And on my AR-15s, usually every 10,000 rounds, I've got to replace the extractor claw, the extractor period, because I break the extractors at about every 10,000 rounds on the AR-15s. Pin looks good. So yeah, a little dirt there. Yeah, so this is good to go. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to let this sit in the sun for a little bit. Let it dry out. And on this piece over here, like over here, I remember how I soaked it before? This is already dry. So I'm gonna probably put this like this, let the sun, keep it like that, let the sun hit the inside of that, dry that up. After this dries, what I'm gonna do is then I'm gonna actually do some, I'm gonna use some of this the carbon choke cleaner. This stuff works really good as a gun cleaner. It's cheaper. These things are like $3.50 as opposed to the $8 that you're gonna pay for like the other ones. If you go like Walmart or any of these gun stores and you buy the gun blaster sprays, you're gonna pay like $8 for them. With this one over here, the carb choke cleaner, you're paying like $3.50, and you're actually getting a bigger can. So this works good. I just want this little piece of dirt here. Right back here on the spray that on. Looks like I missed that before. That doesn't matter. We're talking about, considering how dirty this was and it was still working, the little bit of dirt that I'm talking about is like nothing. Keep that there, let that dry. Oh shit, I forgot to clean the dust cover. Here. Clean that dust cover, see on the thing. So, at 10,000 rounds, the only piece that has worn out is this little piece of rubber here. Other than that, the gun's great. Let it dry, clean it up some more with the choke cleaner, and it's good to go. Thanks for watching. If you're not a member of the channel, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.